just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and I doubt it. My homies know you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go!
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, it's Moss, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Now back to throw. The open man is Smith. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check 55.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
We own them. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, you find. Push him back. Push him back.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Watson off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 49, check 49. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them.
Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards it. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Texans football to start quarter 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 10. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 25. Check 25.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Smith here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Come on, QB, come on. 55 is my guy, 55. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. First down, Titans, gain of 12. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Batted away by the rookie out of Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Motion, motion. 55's mine, guys, 55. On the ball. 55. Under 10, 10. Switch it, 29. Switch it. Check 26, check 26. And
now Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Texans 3.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson to throw again. It's wearing the tight end with it. 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Mike 41, Mike ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And Thomas has it. 33 yards that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Hey, 31, get in the weight room.
Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Hey, 59! 55! Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. To throw, Bridgewater. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big, they had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. It's a big run there by Henry. And even 50 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by one more.
Titans 38, Texans 3.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Mike 55, Mike 55. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson's throw here complete to Waring. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Slam, slam. 59. Checking, he's checking. Crash. 59. Rush in.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. You got to wedge that, huh? Get him. Switch.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think